in my mouth.
So what do we think? What is the longest word in English?
Oh, that's easy.
What? Longest?
I'm telling you.
Smiles is
I
the
just said
longest
that.
word in English. Why is smiles the longest word in English?
What?
I don't know.
It's got
I really don't know.
Oh,
Like,
every word
It's
in that
got miles.
question is
Miles.
bigger than that.
I am learning this too because there's a mile between each S.
That's so funny.
I honestly didn't look at that
Yeah,
one
you
today.
made that joke.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah,
That's a good dad joke though, right
I
there.
have a better joke.
Child, child,
Yeah.
child.
All right, ready for the warm up?
I already know.
You already know what the warm up is?
Oh,
I have to say it. Oh, okay. All right. No warm up
Oh,
today.
there.
Boom.
Wait.
All right, let's jump right into them. Let's jump right into numbers 1 and 2. Here we go. Okay, so if I am looking at number 1, okay, talk to me. No, I want you to tell me how to do it.
First, you gotta do it. Thanks.
What's the things? You give me a little more specific than that.
You gotta multiply 3 times 11x.
Okay, so because the 3 is on the outside.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's going to go in where?
Wait, what?
So the 3 is going to be multiplied in where?
The 11x and the negative 6.
And the negative 6. Yes, that's the kicker. Is it's the and. We've gotten a couple of. Oh, I forgot. I didn't do that. Yeah. Come on, I gotta be better.
Swear.
Gotta be better. Here you go, bud. Sorry about that.
That's outrageous. You should
You should just revolt. Yeah. Okay. All right. So 3 times 11x is 33x. Love it. 3 times, what did you say, Jake, was this next one?
Negative 6.
Why negative 6?
Got mine.
Because that sign out in front comes along with it? Yeah, 3 times negative 6 is how much?
Negative 18.
Negative 18. Yes. Can I combine those two terms?
No.
No. No, can't. Now, one thing I noticed on the C8 homework was we had a set of parentheses, and let me take a quick peek ahead down the road. Nope, not on there. Okay. We had a set of parentheses on C8 that looked like this. We had I'm just gonna make one up here, but it was like 8 times 1 minus 2y plus 3. Right? Okay? Now, before we start this problem, what should have we done, or before we distribute, what should have we done in that blue problem? We should have combined their like terms first, okay? Because what a lot of people did is they did the distributive, right? So they did the distributive like they should have, but then they left their answer like that. Okay? Hi, child. Okay? My oldest son.
Oh, wait, this on here? Wait, who were they?
What?
My kids?
Yeah.
Oh, my names.
Their last names are Linsler because my name is
What are their
Linsler.
first names?
Lucas and Elijah. Okay? Alright? Alright? And they gave me this as their final answer. But what's wrong with this one? We still didn't combine those like terms. So if you have like terms to combine, before you give the final answer, make sure that you always combine those like terms. Okay? Alright, now let's get back into it here now. So with number 2. This 4y, or excuse me, that negative 4y, has to be multiplied in there, and in there. Remember, bare minimum work shown, we got to put the box around the number on the outside, and we got to draw the arrows in to the inside. Okay? That's minimal work shown. Alright? So what is, let's deal with numbers first. What is negative 4 times positive 3?
That's 12.
Negative 12? Okay, so this is going to be negative 12. What is 1y times y squared?
What? I mean, 3 squared. Why? I don't know.
So how many y's do we have then?
3.
We got 3, so my exponent is going to be cubed or 3. Yep.
Yeah, that one I'm confused.
Okay. Because I gotta represent all of those y's.
What's like 4? What's that called?
What do you mean?
Is that no? You got 2. You got
Oh.
squared, 3. You got cubed.
Cube 4? 4 is a quartic. But we don't, but in terms, the name of the function is quartic, but we don't have anything other than squared and cubed. Like we just say to the 4th power. Okay? Alright, so then, now we've got negative 4y times negative 7y. So let's deal with numbers. Negative 4 times negative 7. Positive 28, okay? Y times y. Y squared, because we got 2 of them. So y to the 2nd power. Okay? Then we've got negative 4y times positive 9. Negative 4 times positive 9. Negative 36 times y. Negative 36y. Anything combined? Nope, because they're all different in terms of exponent, right? They meet condition number 1, which is they have the same variable, but they don't meet condition number 2, the same exponent. Okay? I'm going to give you some time right now. I want you to do numbers 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do the last 4 here. There they are. Okay, so you do these 4 right now. So my first question is, in number 3, I almost said number 1, but we already did number 1. In number 3, can I do that negative 11 minus 10 first?
No.
No, can't. Gotta do the negative 10. So the negative 10 is what it's distributed in first. Okay? So that negative 11 comes along for the ride right off the start. Okay? Negative 10 times positive 8. Negative 8. Negative 10 times positive 5x. Negative 50x. Anything combined. What? Okay, so what is negative 11 minus 8? Negative 91. Okay? Now, if we wanted to write this in standard form, we would put the variable term first, and then we would put that one. We would also accept here that one. Okay? Both of those work. Thumbs up, got it right. Thumbs down, didn't get it right. Thumbs to the side, got one little part wrong. Okay? Those of you with thumbs up, good job. Those of you with thumbs not up, do you see where you made your mistake? Yeah?
Negative 50.
Positive. And negative times a positive, that's going to be negative every time. Alright? In number 4 here then, we're going to take positive 5x, and we're going to multiply it in to there. What about to that negative 10 that comes afterwards?
Gotta wait for that.
But what do I multiply the positive 5x times that negative 10? Why not? Because the parentheses closed on me. Yep. And so I stop when the parentheses closes. Yep. Okay. So this is going to be that negative 3 from the start right there is going to come along for the ride. positive 5x times positive 3x. Did you say positive 15x?
Oh, right.
Positive 15x squared. Because I have two x's that I multiply. So I gotta have both of those two. Okay? Now, gotta pick your head up, buddy. Okay? Positive 5x times negative 7. Negative 35x. Yep. And then that negative 10 stays along for the ride. Okay? Any like terms that we can combine? What?
The negative 3 and the negative 10.
Okay, so what is negative 3 plus negative 10? Negative 13. So if I wrote this one in standard form, it would be 15x squared minus 35x minus 13. Okay. Thumbs again. Up, good. Side, missed one of the signs. Down, got something totally different. Not like I'm asking you for much. Okay. Those of you that didn't have your thumb pointed up, do we figure out what we did wrong? Or see what we did wrong? All right. Love it. All right. So on this one, now we've got two things that we've got to distribute into their own parentheses. So first, let's deal with the first one. Okay. So I'm going to take positive 4 and I'm going to distribute it into that parentheses. And that's going to give me 12 plus 4n. Everybody agree with that part? Okay. Then, on the second one, we've got a fraction, negative 2/5, that has to be multiplied into both of those. So I might have to work a little bit off to the side or something like that. So I'm going to go with negative 2/5 times positive 10n. And I'm going to put positive 10n over 1. Okay. One way of doing it is we can multiply across. So then that's going to be negative 20n on the top and 5 on the bottom. Okay. Can 5 divide evenly into 20? How many times? 4 times? Right? 4 times. So this would be negative 4n. Right? Okay, because negative divided by a positive would be negative. Then we've got to do negative 2/5 times positive 15. I'm going to put the 15 over 1. I'm going to do this one a different way. Instead of multiplying straight across, I'm going to divide by 5, which gives me 3, and then I'm going to multiply by negative 2. You were saying, Austin, before that you could multiply by the negative 2 and then divide by the 5. Okay? Same thing. Yep, it's the same thing. Yep. Okay? Either way there, we get negative 6. What?
I got 7.
17.
I got the same answer as both.
If you again, there's more than one way to multiply fractions. Remember, when we learned them, we learned 2 different methods to multiply fractions. You know what I mean? And those aren't the only 2 that are out there. Okay? So then we got that. Okay? So what is any like terms? Which one? 12 and negative 6. What is 12 minus 6? 6. Okay? Any other like terms? 4n and negative 4n, right? What is positive 4n minus 4n? 0. So I don't have to write it at all then, right? Okay? You missed the negative sign. Yep. Didn't get 3? You get 6? Okay, so the answer there is just 6. Thumbs. Up, got it right. This one was a little more tricky one. Side, got one of the parts wrong. Down, got a bunch wrong on it. Okay? Alright? Pretty easy to just get thumbs up when we wait for me to do this. How's that? How are you learning? But you know what I mean? You gotta try it. You honestly gotta try it. Because you know what? You will learn more from making mistakes and then saying, oh, that's what I did, I shouldn't do that anymore, than you will with just waiting for me to do it. You know what I mean? Okay? You can't be afraid to make a mistake. You know what I mean? What? You can't be afraid to make a mistake? Yeah. You really can't. And that goes in anything in life. Okay? Alright? What? About being afraid to make a mistake in life. Yeah. Alright, what about the 7? What about that 7? Is it going to combine with anything right now? Nope. Okay, so it's going to be 7. Alex, got to wake up. That's still not awake. Eyes open, buddy. I know. Math is hard in the morning. Okay? So positive 3 gets distributed in. What's my first one going to be? And that's going to be what? Negative 12b there. What's my second one going to be? So what's that going to be? Positive 6a. Like it. Do I have to distribute anything in on the second parentheses? Yes, I do. What do I have to distribute in? Negative 1. Yep. If it were plus that set of parentheses, would I have to do anything? No, but because it's minus, I've got to distribute in a negative 1 here. Okay? Negative 1 times 3a. Negative 3a. Negative 1 times negative 5b. Positive 5b. Yep. Yep. Okay? Like terms. Negative 12b and 5b. Okay, what do we get when we go with negative 12b and 5b gets us? Negative 7b. Okay, any other like terms? 6a and negative 3a. What do we get when we go 6a minus 3a? Positive 3a. And then we've got that positive 7 hanging out there yet. Any other like terms? Nope. Right there. Yep. Yep. So other possible answers here for this one could have been 7 minus 7b plus 3a. Could have been 7 plus 3a minus 7b. Could have been 3a minus 7b plus 7. You know what I mean? As long as you have the number, the coefficients in the right, spots and the positives and the negatives all with them, you're good to go. Okay? The other thing that I was noticing last night when I was correcting homework, okay? The other thing that I was noticing was people were doing a lot of this 3x plus a negative 7. Do we ever write plus a negative in math? What do we just write instead? Just minus, right? Okay, so I started marking those wrong last night. Okay, same with 3x minus negative 7 should be 3x plus 7, right? Okay. So just so you know on those, we've gotten better of not going like 12 over 1 and just writing 12 instead of like that. So let's go with that. Okay? All right, I'm going to give you a mod. 2. 1, I'm going to hand stuff back. 2, I'm going to give you the C9 homework. 3, I'm going to give you back the formative from that we took from yesterday. I'm going to have you take it right now. Yep. So then you got it taken and then it's done. And then what's the other thing I was going to do? Oh, fix any. And then you guys, if you run out of stuff to do, fix any old homeworks and